Hello and welcome to an all-volleyball special on your go-to sports hangout. I'm Boom Gonzalez.
And I'm Neil Flores. We've got the UAAP Step Ladder Showdown, but first we catch up with stars from the Spikers turf. This is starting lineup.
Dancing, swaying, shooting.
Puts it on top and hits it nice and back to three.
And again.
Isay tosses to Netura.
After an incredible run in the Spikers turf, the Savoj Spin Doctors have brought home a silver medal that shines like gold for the very young franchise. Let's welcome to the set, welcome back to some of them. Team Captain Hero Austria, Lois Agamban, Bim Diones, Rico Marmeto, and Renzel Antonio. The silver medalists are here. Welcome. Congratulations. Welcome back. And gusto kong mag-refer sana dun sa last time na nagkita tayo, nakasama natin si Coach Sydney. Kasi I want to ask, what do you recall from yung time na nandun kayo when ang pinag-uusapan pa lang natin at that time was potential. Potential to be competitive in the Spikers turf. Please use your mic. Yes, ayun, unahin na kita. Ano yung pagkakaiba? Mamaya na natin pag-usapan yung finals.
Siguro yung ano lang talaga, yung improvement ng team talaga na sobrang ganda at laki talaga ng naipakita namin this conference. Kaya sobrang happy and proud naman talaga lahat kami sa achievement na nakuha namin talaga ngayon.
Neil, tanong ko lang kay Loisa, dun din sa interview na yon. Naalala mo na parang, anong ang gusto kong malaman is parang, anong naalala mo during that time na parang, yun nga, yung potential pa lang na pag-uusapan natin?
Actually, di ba, parang pinag-usapan natin is makapasok lang sa Final
Yes,
Four.
yeah.
And that time, nakapasok kami ng Final Four and nakuha namin yung first bronze na talagang pinagpaguran, inaasan talaga ng Savoj. So that time, nung nakuha namin yon, nakita ko talaga yung mga teammates ko tuwang-tuwa. Si Madam, si Coach Sydney talagang super happy.
Hindi lang isang bronze yung nakuha nila, Boom.
naman.
One bronze in 2024, one bronze in 2025. So for a very young franchise, napakalaking achievement na to, lalo na sa ganung level of competition. Renzel, fast forward na tayo to the latest edition of the Spikers turf. What was the initial reaction of the Spin Doctors nung nalaman nyo na ang daming bagong recruits na papasok na magpapalakas sa lineup nyo?
Lalo na si Renzel is a part of the team from day one. Oh, so magandang perspective, Renzel. Go ahead.
Unang-una, sobrang saya namin eh. Lalo na ako, dahil may mga bagong pasok and alam naman natin mabibigat yung pangalan na dinadala nila. So, sobrang saya talaga ng buong Team Savage na may mga pumasok na malalakas na players.
Rico, ano yung parang iniisip nyo na maidadagdag nun? Kasi medyo may nabubuo na kayong chemistry nga, competitive na. Nung pumasok yung mga bago, kwentuhan mo kami dun sa mga nakita yung mga parang nabagong dynamic dun sa team nyo.
Actually, yung mga
Kilapit konti. Yeah.
yung mga pumasok naman sa amin is hindi naman sila ganun kahirap i-adapt. So, parang binigay lang nila yung loob nila sa amin. Kasi may sistema kami na ganito yung ginagawa namin. So, yun nga, naging happy sila kasi masaya kami kasama, happy-happy nga lang sinasabi namin.
Hindi masyado matagal yung adjustment
Hindi naman
period.
po.
At kung meron man, Neil, kasi I'm sure meron pa rin. Ano kaya yung kinailangan yung i-adjust sa kanila or vice versa? Kung meron man na kailangan i-adjust. Ugali ba? Ano, style of play ba?
Wala naman kaming in-adjust sa
Wala talaga. Wow.
I guess that's the good thing of
Seamless.
having veterans in your team. Skills-wise, wala ka ng problema. Hindi mo na masyadong kailangan i-micromanage yung team. So it was easier for them. Bim, ang ganda nung preliminary round nyo. 8 out of the 10 games na nanalo kayo, except for Chris Cross. It was really a huge wall na hindi kayo makaget over. Pero dikit lahat ng laban. So that first loss against Chris Cross, ano yung nabago sa mindset? Kasi syempre, ang ganda ng track record. And then you lost against the King Crunchers. Anong nangyari sa team nyo that time?
Yung naging mindset lang po namin that day,
yun naman po talaga yung pinaka-challenging sa amin, yung game po ng crisscross nung sa elimination. Like, lahat naman po ng adjustment ginawa namin para matalo yung crisscross. Pero hindi siya enough. Kaya nung mga next training namin, almost lahat ng adjustment ginawa na namin para kayanin namin mabit yung crisscross po.
Eventually, ano. Baliktarin ko yung tanong, Hero. Dun sa 8 wins, ano naman yung nag-work? Na parang kinalo nila lahat, di ba? Except for that team. Anong napansin nyo and anong klaseng kumpiyansang nabigay niyan sa inyo na 8 out of 10?
Siguro yun nga yung sinabi sa amin ni Madam na maglaro kami talaga as one. Ipakita namin talaga sa mga teams na kung ano talaga si Savoj. Kumbaga, may mga nadagdag. Mas better na may nadagdag talaga sa amin na mga matured talaga na player. Kaya sobrang lakas din talaga ng team namin.
So,
That time.
taas ka agad nung kumpiyansa nyo.
Yes.
Alam nyo na medyo we have something special with the new players.
Loisa, may intimidation factor ba? We know that all-stars itong crisscross. Pero kayo din naman, pag tinignan mo on paper, ang dami din big names. But going up against them, the first 2 rounds muna, may intimidation factor ba na alam nyo na malakas talaga sila as a team?
Siguro, meron kasi defending champion sila. Pero kami, as Savoj, hindi naman namin tinitignan na ganun sila. So, sinimula namin na seryoso talaga kami mag-training, yung focus, yung determination talaga na mas uhaw kaming talunin sila kasi gusto namin agawin yung corona nila, di ba? So, I think wala naman.
Okay, so technically naman, pag-usapan natin volleyball lang, Renzel. Ano yung pagkukulang dun sa preliminary na bakit hindi nyo matalo nung preliminary? Pagdating sa volleyball, pag-usapan natin, mag-geek out tayo ng konti. Ano yung parang, di pa natin nagagawa yung ganito, hindi pa tama yung ganito natin. Ano yung napag-uusapan?
Siguro nung first round namin against crisscross, medyo nangangapa-ngapa pa kasi kami eh. So,
Malapit lang. Yeah.
nung pangalawang round na ng crisscross, medyo nakukuha na namin yung laro ng bawat isa against crisscross. Siguro nung first round namin, nawala lang siguro yung trademark namin na good vibes lang. Yun. So, bumalik naman siya nung second round. But, ayun, natalo kami.
Bakit? Bakit dun sa second round? Medyo malapit na pero bakit pa rin kayo natalo?
May pagkukulang pa rin talaga siguro.
In terms of?
Sa errors, siguro.
Okay.
Talo kami sa errors na.
I think that's just really experience
Yeah,
and composure
oo.
na
Gusto ko
na-develop
malaman din eh,
over
oo.
time. But I agree. But yung first and second round, ibang-iba yung Savoj na nakita namin. Habang tumatagal, padikit ng padikit yung laban. That's why you were able to
Yan.
win in 5 sets ng semifinals. Rico, what was that feeling like? Kasi after
Kita natin yung
several
video.
tries, finally nakaisa din kayo. It was 15-13. Ganun kadikit yung
Parang
semifinals
championship yung
match.
celebration di ba?
Sobrang saya kasi yun nga, yung first round and second round namin, hindi namin sila natalo. So, parang yun yung ano namin, yung semis namin, natalo namin sila na parang championship yung laban namin na yun.
Yung
Kasi-
celebration ng
Ah,
kadapan. Yeah, we're looking at some of the scenes from that match. Ito, yung celebration nyo. And even sila, naapektuhan sila dun sa talo, because yun nga, it was a big game in the semifinals. Wim, anong nag-work? Ano naman ang since na pag-usapan natin yung mga hindi natin nagawa nung preliminaries? Ano naman ang nagbago dun sa semifinals? Sa tingin mo, volleyball-wise?
Siguro nagbago sa amin talaga nung that day is naglaro lang talaga kami kung sino kami and enjoy lang namin yung bawat moment. Yun nga yung sabi ko sa kanila during game namin na wala namang mawawala sa amin kung mag-enjoy kami. Then, hindi naman kami yung may corona, kumbaga kami yung nagtatry lang. Huwag kami maglaro ng may pressure, kumbaga. Pag natalo nila kami, it's normal. Pero pag
Yun ang inaasahan,
kami
kumbaga.
yung nakatalo sa kanila, yun yung parang big impact talaga.
Sarap na feeling. Sarap
Sobra
ba?
po.
Do you remember the locker room after? Parang kwentuhan nyo naman kami kung ano nangyari locker room.
Nung pagdating namin sa dagot, parang, di ba, after pagdating po ng game, out, parang
Yeah.
team talk, then pray, parang doon, parang lahat nagsasalita, lahat maingay, parang lahat hindi pa pagod.
Sarap.
Parang yung feeling namin as in, first time din talaga namin naramdaman yung ganong feeling.
Sarap siguro ng team dinner.
And I think narinig namin sila kasi yung production room was just right across
Beside, oo.
the Savage locker room. So rinig namin yung celebration. And we were so happy for them.
Yeah.
Kasi they really worked
Sarap
hard.
ng kain
for that.
pagkatapos. Grado.
May mga take-out pa nga po.
Yun pa. Masaya.
All right, we'll have more conversations with the Spin Doctors after the break. So stay tuned. You're watching Starting Lineup. Welcome back to Starting Lineup. We are still joined by the Savage Spin Doctors, reliving their journey to a silver medal in the Spikers turf. Now it's time to talk about the finals.
Oh, let's go.
I remember Jude Garcia saying, pagdating sa finals, reset back to zero, di bali na kung anong nangyari sa first two rounds. Take us through game number 1, Hero. Unfortunately, nabitin yung Savage, but it was another close match. Ano yung overview mo nung game number 1? Bakit kayo nabitin?
Siguro sadyang nabasa talaga kami. Yung set plays and yung tao dun sa loob. Sadyang nabasa talaga nila kung paano yung strategy na gagawin namin. Kaya sobrang nagkulang talaga kami that time sa first game namin. Kaya sobrang laki ng adjustment nung ginawa ng second game.
Renzel, ano yung realization nung game 1 loss? At saka gusto ko malaman yung parang pagpasok nyo ng finals, iba ba yung feeling? Parang there's talaga, Hero, may level of kaba na hindi nyo naramdaman before talaga?
Malaki yung pressure na binibitbit namin sa championship eh. Pero at the same time, sobrang masayang-masaya yung puso namin dahil hindi lang naman ako, kundi buong Savage team and staff siguro and doctors na pinangarap talaga naming makapasok sa championship. Ayun.
Did the pressure get to you in that game number 1? Loisa, ganun ba? Anong realization natin sa game 1?
Siguro talagang ano yun, kumbaga yung team talagang seryoso talaga para kunin talaga yung game eh. Walang extracurricular na ano, talagang yung mindset talaga namin is talaga to get that win talaga.
Pero may sumobra ba yung gigil nung game number 1? Parang ganon?
Na-excite siguro.
Oo, no? Parang,
Na-excite
no?
siguro. And at the same time, yung air din talaga yung kalaban namin nung game na yun.
Sabi ni Hero, masyado daw focused.
Yeah.
There is such a thing, no,
Yeah.
Neil, na parang over-focused.
And it's their first finals
Correct.
appearance. So, that is kind of expected na ma-experience nila. Si Renzel binanggit niya yung staff. There are a lot of people behind the scenes.
course,
That's why, yun
of course.
actually gusto ko itanong kay Bim. Bim, pag nakikinig kami sa timeout, iba yung approach ni Coach Sydney, iba rin yung approach ni Coach Mac. Can you share kung paano ba yung nagiging coaching dynamics every time you're on the court? Kasi magkaiba sila ng
Paano nababalanse?
atake, paano nababalanse.
Siguro minsan pag kay Coach Sydney, parang medyo calm lang talaga siya. Even puro error na kami, parang di niya kami bibigyan ng pressure or something. Pag kay Coach Makino, parang direct to ano siya to the person na kung ano talaga yung mali namin, that set, that score, parang i-direct niya talaga sa'yo kung ano yung dapat mabago.
So maganda yung balanse. Okay, kanina tinanong ko ano yung pakiramdam ng dugout after that breakthrough win in the semifinals. Rico, ano naman yung pakiramdam after the first loss in the finals? Tell me about the general feeling, positive pa rin ba? Or kung may negative man, ano yung mga kwento?
Yeah, wala. Puro positive lang kami nung
Okay.
araw na yun. Kasi alam naman namin na makakabawi kami the next game.
Okay.
So, yun nga, sinabi lang namin na positive lang, babawi tayo, idaan na sa training, unahan natin sa training para makabawi tayo sa susunod na game.
Sa training ba, Rico, ano yung ginawa niyong iba? Kasi konti lang yung preparation time. Game 1, game 2, di ba?
Yeah.
Mabilis lang eh. So you really had limited
One
time
day.
to fix whatever you needed to fix. So in training, ano yung ginawa niyong kakaiba? Or may pinag-focusan ba kayo na specific skill?
Right.
Meron. Yung more on service receive talaga kami. Kasi doon kami na nung game 1 eh. Doon kami nagkulang sa service and receive. Kaya yun yung pinag-focusan namin.
Ayun nga, kasi over-focused no? Sabi niya, over-focused, so pati yung service receive nadamay. Pero, game number 2, di lang bawi, Hero, pero bawing-bawi dahil straight set. So
Wow.
tell us about that experience. What went well? for you? Anong naayos? Anong naalala mo sa game number 2?
Ayun nga, yung sinabi ko sa team namin na yung game 1, kung ano yung pagkukulang namin ng game 1, babawiin namin sa training para kung ano yung pagkukulang namin sa game 1 is magawa namin siya ng game 2. Ay, yung pagkukulang namin ng game 1, magawa namin siya sa training, then ma-execute namin siya ng game 2. Ayun yung ginawa namin. Kumbaga yung adjustment kasi talaga ni Madam, grabe. Sobrang, si Coach CD, sobrang talino talaga
Very
niyang tao.
technical yung adjustment
Sobra.
niya.
Ang bilis talaga niya mag-change ng strategy niya talaga sa system. Kaya ando naman siya talaga to para i-guide para sa magandang ilalaro talaga namin.
Ang ganda ng depensa pati nila nung game 2. Yung mga scorers ng Chris Cross, di ba? Na-control nila ng game number 2.
And they even beat Chris Cross in attacking 46 to
yun pa.
35. So that says a lot about their program given the fact na mas short siguro yung preparation nila as one team compared to Chris Cross na mas established na. Renzel, alam ko iniwanan kayo ni Coach Sidney ng isang tanong. Ito na ba yung last training natin before game number 2? Tumatak rin yun sa amin. So what was the feeling like nung binitawan yun? Kasi those are powerful words, di ba?
Nung siguro pagka sabi talaga ni Coach Sidney na gano'n, bigla kaming mga teammates kong nasa likod niya. Bigla kami napasigaw na no, lalaban pa kami. Kasi hindi pa naman talaga tapos yung laban eh. May game 2 pa, may game 3 pa. So binawi talaga namin siya.
Okay, Loisa, game 3, not the result that you wanted, pero let's talk about the positive part of it dahil defending champion yung nakatalo sa inyo. You pushed them. You took 2 games out of them the whole conference. So, ano yung mga positive na pag-usapan sa dugout or after the game sa huddle and all of that?
Grateful yung team na nakuha namin nakapasok kami ng championship. Kasi dun pa lang is pakiramdam namin panalo na kami doon. Kasi ang tagal din talaga naming inaantay na makapasok talaga ng finals. So now na nakuha namin yung silver, at least alam na ng lahat kung paano lumaban ng finals, ng championship. Kasi kahit kami nung mga UAAP days pa namin, hindi naman namin experience. So now, kahit pa paano, na-experience namin, alam na namin yung feeling, alam na namin kung paano namin dadalin yung sarili namin.
What it takes to be in the finals again.
This will actually open up a lot of doors for the athletes kasi doon nila marirealize na kaya pala natin mag-champion. The fact that you were able to beat the defending champions twice. Diba? So looking ahead, Bim, anong nakikita mo sa near future ng Savoj Spin Doctors sa Spikers?
Siguro po, hindi na ako magiging plastic. Siguro kaya na namin talaga mag-champion. Yun po talaga, yung inaay namin ngayon. Parang gagawin na po talaga namin lahat ng best. Siguro kung yung nakita nyo po sa amin, best na namin yan. May mas ibubuga pa po kami sa mga next conference.
Okay, so I guess ang last na tanong ko dito kay Rico is, what will it take? Diba? Since alam niyo na how to get there, what will it take to get over para makuha yung championship sa tingin mo? Ano bang kakailanganin sa tingin mo para maging champion?
So maging lang sila, commit talaga ng 100% sa team at ibigay nila yung buong puso nila sa team para makamit namin yung pinaka-goal na.
At saka mga detalye, no? Pagdating na yan sa volleyball, like si Coach Sidney, sigurado merong ititweak yan ng mga detalye for the... But you have the lineup, you have the attitude, you have the momentum to be champions in the Spikers turf. Wow, congratulations! Sino ba pupuntang doon?
lahat.
Oh my man!
Instant vacation.
Ay, nako. Grabe, mga all-star talaga mga kausap natin and mga feeling champion na rin because for them, it felt like a championship, Neil. Congratulations, Savoj! Coach Sidney, bumisita naman kayo ulit. Next time. All right, more volleyball when we return. Stay tuned. You're watching Starting Lineup. Yeah! Welcome back to Starting Lineup. The volleyball action keeps coming as we welcome back our friend Ayel Estonero to break down the exciting UAAP Women's Step Ladder Semis. Partner, we were there in Araneta. We were there as fans watching the game. between UST and FEU. So let's start with that kasi yun yung knockout. And were you surprised with how UST started in that game? Because they looked like they were discombobulated in that set number 1.
A bit surprised, but not surprised by how FEU actually played in the first set
So
too,
focused,
because they
yeah.
were coming off a good win. Meanwhile, UST came off a loss against NU, both in 5-setters going to that
tama.
game. But I wasn't surprised by how UST came back in the last 3 sets, because if you talk about matchups, UST swept FEU in the elimination round. They won both of their matches
Correct.
against FEU. So there's still that superiority feeling. Iba kasi yung confidence na nabibigay if you've won against a certain team from the eliminations convincingly, and you face them in a playoff. Yes, clean slate yon kasi anyone could win that game, but UST, for sure, they knew that they have a big opportunity because the past 2 games against FEU, they were able to get it.
They were out of it in set number 1, but it was like a switch also. Set number 2, instant, nabago nila. What was the turning point in that set?
I would say Sai Sagula. I would really
Bench,
say,
no? The
yeah,
bench,
the
no?
game off the bench, Sai Sagula, Onekwe. I think a lot was already expected by Poyos and Cassie Carvalho. Yes, there was a switch in terms of Cassie Carvalho's game, better connection and better ball distribution from second to fourth set. But having another option in the likes of Onekwe and Sai Sagula also was sort of parang a option for Cassie Carvalho na hindi lagi kailangan si Poyos yung pupuntos. In moments wherein hindi available si Poyos, there was a Sai Sagula that could step up. And yes, hindi siya nag-double digits, but all her points were impact points.
Yeah. I'm so happy for her because she has struggled this year. And she actually, di ba, Neil, started for UST at the start of this season thinking that, you know, she would fill up the role as a starter, and then na-relegate na naman siya sa bench. Certain games she didn't even get to play. But she was so smart in that game. Puro check ball lang ang ginagawa niya. Hindi niya pinipilit yung mga malalakas na palo. What happened to FEU? Let's just have like a postscript for FEU, because they were one of the contenders. As we know, core is intact, a great setter, coaching, di ba, may turnover, hindi bagong coach. So what was your postscript on FEU?
I would really say there were mental lapses for FEU because skill-wise, andun na talaga sila. They also have a complete core lineup. They have a veteran setter in Tin Obaldo. They have good wing attackers. Marga Encarnacion was
what a queen.
So good, in terms of defense. But in games like that, I would say mas may experience si UST because they've played in the Final Four for consecutive years already. So they knew how to handle the pressure. Meanwhile, when FEU was put in the position where they had to come back, where they had to fight hard for every point, I think the pressure really got into them.
Now the stage is set. The Final Four is complete. UST's journey has been a tough one. They started from the bottom. Even in the first round of the UAAP, they really struggled. But now they have passed multiple tests. Now, one of their biggest tests is going to be Adamson first. That will be our matchup because they haven't won against Adamson. Adamson swept the 2 rounds in straight sets pa. So what are your initial thoughts on this first step ladder matchup?
This is gonna be a big game for me. Unpredictable din siya, just like the playoff of UST and FEU. But the difference of the story of UST and Adamson, sabi nga ni Neil, parang it has been an up and down talaga for UST. They're not as dominant as they used to be in the previous seasons. But for Adamson, they look really good. And their biggest advantage, clearly, is their 1-2 punch in Mordi and Nitura. Meanwhile, for UST, alam mong si Poyos pupuntos talaga siya. 26 points against FEU, right? So they're hoping that she could replicate that, but they will need other scorers to step up. This is the moment for Reg Jurado to bring in her numbers from last season because Mordi and Nitura has been scoring big points. Nitura, number 1 in scoring. Mordi, number 3 in scoring. Poyos is number 2 in scoring. So it will be a battle of high-scoring players in that Final Four match.
But mostly throughout the year, Morty hung on to that number 2
Yep.
spot, which meant, diba, she was consistent. Again, another person we're so happy for because of the change of confidence of Frances Morty and how she has improved. They are hot. I think they only lost to LaSalle in the second round. But I just want to ask you about this. Because what's going for UST is they've been through these games.
Yes.
Adamson hasn't.
Yeah.
Itong mga knockout
Yeah,
game,
yeah.
is that a factor? Ayel?
That's gonna be a factor. I mentioned it here one time in starting lineup. You can't teach experience in training. Experience is something you have to go through. And UST has gone through a lot over the years. They've gone through a lot this season. It's just that one factor also will be, it's a new system. It's a Coach Shock system, basically.
It's true, that's
It's a
true.
baby system for UST.
true.
That's why they started to try to figure out in the start of the season. Meanwhile, Adamson
Established na kay
established
JP.
his
From high
system
school.
from high school. And they waited for this moment for
Yeah,
some of
true.
their teammates to be in the senior level and play together. They once were a champion team
Yes.
in the high school level.
Swept, di ba?
Yeah.
Swept pa sila.
You have another key matchup in the setter's position. Faye Sagaysay versus Cassie Carvalho. I have a different approach to this question, Ayel. We know that the scoring machines will get their numbers. But in the end game, sometimes alam na ng
Yeah.
other team na sa go-to person sila magse-set up. So do you think that this is the time to gamble in the final moments? Or do they still go to Shaina Nitura and Angge Poyos?
I would really say it depends on the rotation too. If you have a blocker who you know na solid, tas andun yung ace player mo, you might kind of question it, probably go for a combination play, but I get what you're saying. Ito yung moment wherein this setters, Cassie Carvalho and Faye Sagaysay, will play the most crucial position. Yung distribution nila and yung connection nila sa attackers nila will spell the biggest difference. Kasi sabi nga ni Neil, obvious na napupunta sila kay Poyos or Nitura. So their decision will be crucial, especially in moments wherein it's very dikit yung score.
Faye Sagaysay is playing like Cassie Carvalho 2 years ago.
Yep.
Like on top of her game, so offensive, so unpredictable. Adamson may have a little bit of edge sa middles, di ba?
Yeah.
In terms of just how aggressive
Yeah.
those middles are compared to
Down-dotted.
UST na
Yeah.
medyo puro swings. But, in your opinion, I'm not gonna ask you for who's gonna win, but who has the edge? Who has the edge going into that game on Wednesday? With everything in the context,
Yep.
history, atmosphere, fans, and first time versus a veteran core in Final Four matchups, in even finals.
I would still say Adamson has a good
okay.
edge on this. Yes, bago sila in the Final Four in terms of, especially their composition. It's entirely new from the ones who had
Yeah.
the Final Four years back,
Nila
right?
Louis Romero, yeah.
But they will be tested, especially with the crowd of UST.
Yes.
Can they handle it? That's the question. But in terms of skill set, in terms of players, they're in a good position against UST.
They've got the newly will be minted MVP soon
Yep.
on that team too. So that might be a factor. Yeah, we can't wait. We can't wait for Wednesday. All right.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Neil Flores.
I'm Boom Gonzalez. This has been Starting Lineup.